Um, Katie saying it wasn't even Buddhism. Ambedkar created his own version of Buddhism by keeping the main story intact, but he discarded all the supernatural BS in the religion, like karma, etc. Wow, so this guy was like a full-on naturalist. I like him. So kind of like very much like Sam Harris, hey? Very much like Sam Harris, who took some stuff from Buddhism and got rid of all the supernatural BS. So this guy is very much like Sam Harris. Interesting. Oh yeah, you guys agree with Katie and Gibson saying he create. Okay, I really appreciate the fact that he was against superstition as a whole, even in Buddhism. I just wish he didn't label it Buddhism though, because that gives legitimacy to Buddhism. He created his own Buddhism, devoid of metaphysical part of it. It's a D-way Buddhist hybrid. It's a naturalistic Buddhism, and vehemently anti-Hindu. I like it. Again, I can never agree with anybody 100%. Okay, so it seemed like whatever he's doing, it seemed like I agree with it 95%, but obviously I'm gonna have problems with everything, right? Like even so, like see, I'm being very, very picky. So even though I love he went anti-religion, anti-Hinduism, like ooh, good, and then he picked Buddhism, but he's against superstition. He's against the supernatural parts of it. He cleaned us from that. So I'm like, ooh, I like that as well. But even then, even though all of this stuff, and he's like a hero, he's fighting against casteism. So I should be like full on, like, my God, this guy's my hero. But even then, I find something to complain about. Okay, but that's how we should be. We should never be 100% for somebody. So, and the methodology, the only complaint I have is that if you're making a new ideology that is like void of any superstition, like if you just label it after something that is with superstition, you're giving legitimacy to that religion. So I wouldn't even want to call it Buddhism, because it just gives legitimacy and authority to a religion. Armin destroyed that quote. Damn, I'm sorry. Terrell saying, I posted a video on Ambedkar's Buddhism in Discord. Maybe it would be relevant to. Yeah, I was gonna do that one next. Terrell? I saw a video. I don't know if it was by you in the Discord server, but was it in the video recommendation channel? Because one of them seemed like very long, and that's why I didn't maybe pick it. Was it under 15 minutes? Because if it's above 15 minutes, then we're gonna be at like a 3-hour live stream. Katie saying, yes. You're the first person to agree with me. I like him, but I hate he used Buddhism. Yes. Obviously, we could still like him. We could still admire him. We could still celebrate him, but that doesn't require us agreeing with anybody 100%, right? Or any method. It is not Buddhism. He was an atheist, and he started a new movement called Neo-Nirvana and Navabi. Yeah, that's what I know. That's what I'm addressing. I'm saying the fact that the Buddhism is even in the name, I have a problem with that.
According to religion studies specialist Christopher Queen, Buddhism helped Ambedkar realize his requirements, quote unquote, the exercise of individual choice.
Yes, exactly. These are the 4 noble truths of BDSM. Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Based on reason and historical consciousness. Further, Christopher Queen also suggests that Ambedkar modified the religion's basic tenets to fit his idea of Buddhism, particularly by including the values of equality, fraternity, and liberty from the French Revolution.
The ideas from the French Revolution. So he took Buddhism and he's like, this is a bunch of crap. Let me get rid of all the crap and replace it with Enlightenment values from the French Revolution. So it's not Buddhism. So it's like he's playing a trick on you, right? He's like, where is it? Where's my glass? Do I have a glass? He's like, he has a container. He's like, you see this container? This says Buddhism on it, right? I'm just gonna remove the Buddhism from the content from this container. Okay, I'm gonna put Enlightenment values in the container. Just don't pay attention that I'm just removing Buddhism. and I'm putting Enlightenment values in this container. Just read the label says Buddhism, okay? The label says Buddhism. I mean, is that not a betrayal of Enlightenment values to just call them Buddhism? So he's like, oh yeah, I like this Buddhism. I'll remove the BS, which is all of it, and just replace it with the ideas from the French Revolution, which is Enlightenment values. I'm just gonna pretend like it's Buddhism. Let's just pretend like, oh, I'm against Christianity and Islam because they came from other countries. But I like these French Enlightenment values, but they're not from India. So we're just gonna act like it's Buddhism. We're just gonna pretend like, guys, just look over there. It's pulling like a rabbit out of a hat trick. Like, you're like, hey, look at over there, and they're like, oh, Buddhism is Enlightenment values. No, guys, no, it's not. It's not French. This is not French. It's not French. This is Buddhism. Okay, let's just come on, guys. Let's just pretend that this is Buddhism, please. We're gonna have to make this work. Yeah, I mean, Buddhism is, oh, it's lovely. But look, this is basically what happened. He took all the crap ideas out of Buddhism, which makes it not Buddhism. He added Enlightenment values to it, which makes it even less Buddhism. And they're just pretending like, okay, let's just pretend that this is Buddhism because we have to make it look like this is local. Oh, Katie's saying, I will start simping for you now. You are the first person who agrees with me on Buddhism. Ambedkar as well. Ambedkar as well as Sharwaka. I can cry. Oh, yes. Like I told you just a while ago, his version of Buddhism is not Buddhism at all. Exactly, yes. Do you guys like my takes, even though this is the first time I'm being exposed to it? See how great I'm getting it right the first time.
Suggests that Ambedkar modified the religion's basic tenets to fit his idea of Buddhism, particularly by including the values of equality.
So what is it? By the way, guys, somebody as intelligent as Ambedkar looked at Buddhism, and he was trying to include the things that were, first of all, he got rid of all the superstitions. So he agrees with us that all of that crap is dangerous and you should get rid of them. But even after he got rid of it, he was like, there's something missing here. And he looked at the Enlightenment values from France and he was like, let me add equality to this. What does that say about Buddhism that it didn't have that? The people that think they want to congratulate Buddhism for being all great and stuff. Dr. Ambedkar looked at Buddhism and he was like, there's no equality here. Let's add that. What else did he have to add? So everything he had to add was not there. It had to be added. What does that say about Buddhism people celebrate Buddhism as the most enlightened religion, the best of their, and it didn't have equality. Dr. Ambedkar had to add that from other ideas to Buddhism. It didn't have equality. What else did it not have? Every single one of these things that he had to add tells you a lot about what was lacking in Buddhism.
Fraternity, and liberty.
Liberty. He had to add these ideas. That tells you a lot about not only how bad Buddhism is with its superstition, but how lacking it was of ideas that made the world a better place.
From the French Revolution. Ambedkar's reinterpretation was called the Dalit.
Oh, the Ambedkaris. Oh, Armin. Identity crisis saying, Armin. Ambedkaris will cancel you big time. I mean, I don't know why. I agree with him on how bad Buddhism is. I mean, Dr. Ambedkar is kind of like he converted to Buddhism, but he's kind of admitting to us indirectly without saying it how bad Buddhism is, right? So basically, I look at Dr. Ambedkar's career and I see his career to be anti-Hinduism directly, explicitly, but anti-Buddhism implicitly and indirectly. Okay? Because he was looking for all the options that were out there, and he found Buddhism, and he was like, this is not good. This is not good. There's so much BS here that I need to get rid of, and there's so much missing here that I need to add. What does that say about Buddhism if this is how was his reaction was to Buddhism? Katie saying the followers of Ambedkar call themselves Ambedkaris. I disagree with that. I think we should follow the ideas, not people. What do you? I completely agree. See, this is if I was an Ambedkari, that would mean like I would be loyal. I could, as not a follower of this great man, which I agree he's a great man. I could pick and choose. Instead of being a Ambedkari, I could be like, I like this. I don't like this. I could objectively analyze each position. So I'm saying, if Ambedkar was alive today, he would be happy to see you analyzing. I and Ambedkari, I compliment you. Okay, well, thank you, Soraya. But don't be an Ambedkari. Be a Soraya Rati. Okay, be a Soraya. Soraya. Don't be an Ambedkari. Be a Soraya Rati. Okay, find your own way. Do not follow me. Do not follow this guy. Everybody is objectively wrong about something. And if you consider yourself a follower of them, you're not. It's going to be harder for you to miss what they're being wrong about.
Buddhist movement, or Navayana, or Neo-Buddhism. This new sect of the religion now rejected the Four Noble Truths.
They rejected the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism, and you guys want to pretend that this is still Buddhism?
Traditional Buddhism, and was instead remodeled in terms of the class struggle and social justice.
What's left? What is left of Buddhism other than the name? Just get rid of the name.
What?
No, okay, you say, but we follow Guru Armin. The first rule of following Guru Armin is not to follow Guru Armin. That's the number one. That's the number one principle of Arminism. The first principle of Arminism is not to follow Armin as Guru Armin. The next big ideological strain in atheist circles is Arminism. Oh wow, you said it right before I. Yeah. Okay, Arminism is fine because Arminism, the first teaching of Arminism, is not to follow Armin blindly, to hold Armin accountable for his BS. That's the first rule of Arminism. Okay, so it's okay to be an Arminist because it doesn't require any blind following.
Why Nagpur? Ambedkar decided to convert with his followers in Nagpur, a move that was criticized by many, since the city was also considered the birthplace of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. However, Ambedkar clarified his decision one day.
So yeah, so you're saying he kept Buddhism only in name and cleaned all the concepts? Yeah, which is a problem because the fact that he needed to change all the concepts meant that Buddhism is problematic. And the fact that the Buddhism was problematic, that means that Buddhism shouldn't be celebrated as an idea that deserves any celebration, right? So by keeping the name, you're giving authority. By keeping the name Buddhism, you're giving authority and legitimacy to an idea that he himself saw as problematic and needing of change. Varun is saying there is no God but Varun, and Varun is his messenger. I love it, Varun. $5 super chat, perfect super chat, flawless. This is our first flawless super chat. Okay, you guys could replace your own name with this. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Varun, for the super chat. Whoa, we got a $10 super chat. Wow, God, Shantaram, you give us a lot of super chats. Thank you so much. You're very generous, and the super chat just says Guru Armin, which I very much agree. Oh, sorry, it's 10 pounds, not $10. But thank you so much. That's very, very generous. I hope you are very rich, because if you're not rich, you shouldn't be giving us this many super chats.
After he converted on 15th October 1956, he said that he'd chosen the city not for the RSS, but for the Nag people, who, according to history, spearheaded the movement against the Aryan people and also propagated Buddhism. Comparing Dalits to the Nag people, Ambedkar reportedly said,
The Nag people spread the teaching of Bhagwan Buddha all over India. Thus, we are like Nag people. It seems that the Nag people lived chiefly in Nagpur and the surrounding country. So they call this city Nagpur.
Okay, this song is making me very sad. Yeah, I'm so sad too. The song is making me depressed.
Meaning city of Nags. Nagpur was chosen because of this. In this matter, there is no question of a lie to provoke someone. This is not such a mental twist. The reason of the RSS did not even come into my mind, and no one should take that explanation as true. Perhaps one could oppose for other reasons. I have not chosen this place just out of opposition, I tell you. This work that I began was criticized by various people and newspapers.